Guys, have anyone lately watched or looked at the UFC rankings? Like, has anyone spent time going to the UFC rankings and see who is at the top list and who is at the lower list? You know, Dana White come out the other day and said the pound for pound should be Jon Jones. Like, everyone has the right to put on their UFC rank list. Everyone has the right to say who is their best pound for pound. And everyone has the right to choose who they think is currently the number one pound for pound. And to be honest with you guys, lately the UFC rankings have been shit. Honestly, it has been absolute shit. I'm telling you the fact, because if you look at the number 1 to the number 15, there are some names that are not even supposed to be there. I'm not going to call names because we are here trying to promote MMA and we're not here to bring somebody down. I mean, I'm just going to tell you, I'm just going to be honest. There are some names in that first top 15 that is not supposed to be there. For me, if you ask me, okay, Sonny, who do you think the number 1 pound for pound should be? Number 1 currently pound for pound. Remember, I made a video between Jon Jones and Islam Makhachev. And I said pound for pound is not because of what you've done in time past. Pound for pound is something you're doing currently. Listen, I'm not here to make arguments with anybody. You might have your own opinion. I would also like to know your opinion. But this, I'm telling you, the pound for pound is something, for me, I think it's something that you do currently. The success you've had currently, the winning you've had currently, your matchups. And if you look at the past 4 to 5 years, there is nobody, quote me wrong, there is nobody who has been more active than Alex Poatan Pereira. So what is the meaning of pound for pound? Can somebody tell me what the meaning of pound for pound? Because lately I don't understand what pound for pound is. And if you bring it to the UFC ranking, the pound for pound, if you look at the people that have been there are some names that have not been active, but they are in the top 15. Being a champion doesn't make you a pound for pound. Somebody might just beat somebody who has been a reigning champion for years. Somebody might just come up from nowhere and defeat the person. Does that mean that person should be up in the ranking because he's a champion? Pound for pound should be made on merit. And merit should be made on current success, on success. The recent achievement you've made, which is, for me, I think it is a real pound for pound. Pound for pound is not something you've done in time past. And for me, my number 1 pound for pound currently should be Alex Poatan Pereira. That brings me to a very interesting topic, guys, because I honestly want to know your opinion, because lately the UFC ranking have been shit. Roundtree Jr., who just recently fought for the title, was in number 8 position. If you know who Roundtree Jr. is, watch his last fight against Pereira. I'm telling you the truth, after that fight, his stocks went high. And you want to tell me now that being the 8th place in the light heavyweight championship, compared to other top 7 people who are above him, he didn't do way better than those guys? Do you think that you want to come and tell me now, as the people who are putting the UFC rankings, do you want to come out and tell me now that Roundtree Jr. doesn't deserve a top 3 spot in the light heavyweight championship? Do you want to come and tell me that Roundtree Jr. doesn't deserve it? Guys, let's be honest here. If you look at the last fight Poatan has had, which is his opponent, those are ex-champions. Those are ex-champions. He defeated Prochazka twice in 2 rounds. Jamal Hill didn't even last more than 2 minutes with Poatan. Jan Blachowicz, we know that, okay, yes, he tried. The fight wasn't that interesting. I would also like to see that fight again between Alex Poatan and Blachowicz, because I think that is one of the toughest tests in that light heavyweight championship that Poatan has faced since he changed the weight class. But what I'm saying is this: we are not happy, we are not excited, or we are not even together with the UFC rankings. How can you put Roundtree Jr., who just fought an excellent fight against a very dangerous opponent who is normally, arguably, one of the best strikers we've ever seen in the UFC, if not the best. And you put him in 8th position after that amazing fight he gave you. Bring it back to the pound for pound. Look at the top 15. Did you guys, if you guys have been honest now, do you want to come out here and tell me that those top 15 pound for pound, all of them are worth being there? Jon Jones fought once in 5 years. Belal Muhammad just defeated Leon Edwards. Perfect, we understand. But if you look at some of those fighters that are there are some of them which are not supposed to be there. I'm not saying that these ones are not worth to be there. I'm not saying that most of those fighters are not worth to be there. But there are some names compared to other people who have been fighting lately. Because pound for pound is not just what you've done in the sport. If we are talking of one of the greatest in the sport, the best moments of the sport, then we are talking about a different topic. But the pound for pound has to be made on merit, on recent success. Not just one person because he has a big name and he has an history in the sport, he deserves to be in the pound for pound. I'm not trying to lay comment or shoot my shot on somebody. No, I'm not saying that, but I just feel that the UFC rankings lately have been shit. And also Dana White, who also is not even good when making rankings, also saw some of the mistakes being done by the people who are making these rankings. I mean, he came out the other day and was talking about Roundtree Jr., which I was so shocked that after that amazing fight with Alex Poatan, he stopped. They didn't even put him up there. I mean, if Roundtree Jr. is a deserved, after what he did against Poatan, Roundtree Jr. for me should be top 3 because he fought Poatan way better than the rest. Almost knocked out Poatan. And you guys want to come here and tell me that UFC rankings have been I know many people will agree with me, but I think the topic for me, why I bring this video is that Roundtree Jr. ranking, it should be changed. The people in charge of those things, the same thing as the judges. The UFC judges too, they have been biased. I don't know what they watch. Pound for pound, for me, Islam Makhachev should be a pound for pound. But for me, looking at the recent fight, Islam Makhachev, yes, he has fought everyone, different kind of styles. But in 1 year, Poatan fought 4 times. It should be currently the pound for pound because Islam Makhachev only fought twice this year. We all could say, we could make excuse of Islam Makhachev. Yeah, he was injured, it was this, it was that. So if Chimaev now wins, so Chimaev is now guaranteed to be one of the pound for pound. So anybody should I could just wake up one morning and beat up Poatan and I'm the pound for pound. It doesn't make sense. Somebody have been active, and if you look at the last 4 fights of Poatan, they have been top fighters, and he finished them. So that is not enough to be a pound for pound because he's been there ready. Let me know what you think about this video. Let me know your opinion about this UFC rankings and pound for pound. Honestly, I don't agree with any of them. The judges, the UFC rankings, and the pound for pound have been shit. I would like to know what you think about this opinion. You don't have to agree with me, but I would like to know your opinion. Let's debate it down there in the comment below. Thanks for watching my video. Give it a like, subscribe on it, and whenever I make my video, you will get a notification. Until next time, guys. Peace.